It is finally here. My Ibanez BTB 1835 5-string bass. And yes, this is actually my first ever bass. And I know what you're thinking. What kind of crazed person goes out there and purchases this level of bass as their first bass? So I'll tell you, stick around and I'll tell you a quick story. I don't know if it's gonna be quick, but it's gonna be a story about how I ended up with this bass. So learning the bass is something that I always wanted to do, something that I've been passionate about. I've been very intrigued by the instrument for a long time, but I never pushed forward in purchasing a bass and investing the time to learn the instrument. I've always been a musically inclined person, but I never really invested that much time in playing instruments. So there was a few months ago that I was sitting down watching some live music on YouTube, and the algorithm is doing its thing, and it suggested a Justin Raines video. I don't remember which video in particular it was, but he was playing some Neo music at like a sound check or something like that. So he's probably a touring artist with Neo, and he was switching between the bass and the key bass. He was rocking out, man. That thing sounded so good. I had it playing on my surround sound system, had the bass pumping, and I watched a few of his videos, and I watched that particular Neo soundcheck video a few times, and that kind of just reinvigorated my passion for wanting to learn this instrument. I said, man, I want to be able to play like that. I just want to be able to just rock out with some music. So after his video, YouTube did suggest a few other people. Marcus Miller was one of them. He's really, really good too. And then Andrew Goucher, I think his name is. A few of his videos pop up. Forgive me if I mispronounced his name. And after that, I said, okay, you know what? Let me go over to Google and Google what type of bass should a beginner buy. And again, I don't know anything about basses, so I said, let me just type it in Google, right? Because I don't know anything. So that opened up Pandora's box. From every corner of the internet around the world, of every varying opinion about what type of bass should a beginner buy. So before I purchase anything, before I do anything, I do try to do enough research, or a lot of research, so I can make the best decision that I can for myself at the time. But all of the information was just varying, conflicting information about what kind of bass should a beginner buy. Should it be a 4-string? Should it be a 5-string? Should it be a 6-string? And yeah, there were people that actually started on 6 strings, which is super impressive. Should it be a through neck? Should it be a bolt-on neck? How long should the neck be? Should it be 32? Should it be 34? Should it be 35-inch neck? What type of pickup should it have in there? Should it be angular? Should it be Bartolini? Should they be North Strand pickups, right? What type of bass should it be? Should it be a P bass? Should it be a jazz bass? What type of equalizer should it have on there? Should it have a sweeping one? Should it be able to cut and boost at certain frequencies? Should it be passive? Should it be active? What type of bridge should it have on there? What type of wood should the bass be made out of? Should it have the 0 fret bass? There was just so much varying information and conflicting information and varying opinions that it was about 4 months of research, and I'm like, man, I still don't even have a bass. I know a lot about basses now, which is awesome, but I actually still don't have a bass. So I had to just say, you know what, let me take a step back. Now I have a pretty good amount of information, and I think I can make a fairly informed decision for myself at this point about what type of bass should I buy. So I wanted something that was versatile and a bass that I can grow into. And I listen to a lot of different kind of music. I listen to R&B, I listen to gospel, Afro beats, I listen to compa music, I listen to classical, bachata, merengue, Haitian compa music. And I also listen to a lot of different artists as well. So like Israel New Breed, Fred Hammond, Burna Boy, Tim's, Tyler, Bryson Tiller, Drew Hill, 112, Israel New Breed, Fred Hammond. I'm listening to Luke Combs, Blake Shelton, Kesta Band, Marsha Montano, Nadia Baston, Bach, Mozart, Robert Glasper, DeVille, Brian McKnight, Creed, Avenged Sevenfold. There's so much. I listen to so many different artists, so many different genres of music, and I really do enjoy all of those different types of music. So I said I want to be able to rock out, pick up the bass, and just play with any genre, any type of music, and just have a good time. So I wanted something that, eventually when I get there and worry about tonality or whatever else I need to worry about with the bass, I wanted something that was very versatile, as I said. So doing the research, I knew that I wanted something that wasn't just like a quote unquote starter bass, if there's such a thing, and there seems to be such a thing. I wanted something that was kind of middle of the ground, and this seems to be middle of the ground. Good build quality, good components, and versatile, and it's going to last me for a long time, and it's something that I'll be able to grow into. So as I said, I'm very, very early in my journey, and I'm very excited about this bass. Every time I see it, I'm like, man, I want to play this thing. It feels great to me. And yeah, I'm enjoying just learning more about the instrument. I've been studying, about music theory, about different techniques on the bass. Just a few days in, been doing some slight practicing on learning the scales, learning the different notes on the fretboard, different playing techniques, and that's where I am at the moment, and that's how I ended up, with this bass. So that's kind of my story. I don't want to make this video go too long. So, the ultimate question is like, do I think that it was worth it? Now, that is a personal preference, right? So after about 4 months of research, as I said to myself, just get something that you're gonna want to play, something that you're gonna want to look at, and something that's going to pull you in and make you want to play. And for me, that was this bass. And was it worth it? Again, for me, I would say yes, right? But for everyone, it's going to be a personal preference, right? Personal option. So you have to sit back and see, what are your goals? Why are you buying this? And what is your circumstances at the time? And then you make a decision that aligns with your particular circumstances. Because if you do like me and go on Google and go on YouTube, you might be there for 4 or 5 months doing a bunch of research and you actually don't have a bass yet. So, again, this is my personal story. I could have got a used bass. I could have got a more expensive bass. I could have got a bass from a different brand. Could have went 4-string. Could have went 6-string. Could have went shorter. Could have got different pickups. But for me, I'm really happy with this purchase that I made. And as I said, I'm really excited to learn more about the bass and practice and get better. And hopefully, in a couple months, a year, 2 years, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get to the likes of a Justin Rains in my playing. But it should be really exciting to go on that journey. And I'll post some videos, over time, of myself. You know, they're most likely going to start off really horrible and then get better over time. But yeah, that's my story, and that's how I ended up with this bass. So y'all have a good one. I'm out of here, and take care.